And he's not talking about me, he's talking about our guest this morning, because as we celebrate Women's Month, it's not only important to remember the rights of women in our country, but it's also to honor those who have contributed positively to the upliftment of our communities. Today we're joined by Neliswa Gaji, who is the founder of the Milani Foundation of Hope, which aims to support, empower and motivate underprivileged mothers who have children living with disabilities and chronic illnesses. She's here with us in studio this morning to share some of her story and also tell us about the amazing work that she's doing. Neliswa, so good to have you on our Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Thank you for having me.
So your foundation was named after your son, if I'm correct. Tell us the story of what led to you naming this foundation after him.
Okay, it is named after my son, Milani, who had a seizure at 1 month old.
1 month?
1 month, wow. Yes. He had very aggressive seizures at 1 month old, and that led us to be in hospital for over 6 months. So that's...
I can't even begin to imagine what that must do to a mom who sees her young baby experiencing those things.
Yes.
How did it lead to the beginning of this foundation, or what was the process that went into it?
Well, the process, or what led to it, was from a private hospital. I was referred to Red Cross Hospital, which I would say for me that was a wake-up call to see women who not only are going through the same pain that I was also experiencing, but coming from disadvantaged background, and who were lacking in terms of the needs of the women that we as women need to have. Yeah. I'm talking about toiletries, sanitary pads. That's what led to the foundation. Things
that we take for granted on a daily basis.
Things that I took for granted, things that were so easy for me to go to the shop and buy. Yeah. But for those women, it was choosing between a sanitary pad or a bread.
Oh, wow, that's quite an incredible thing. Tell us about these, you call it the dignity bags.
Yes.
Right now, along with the dignity bags, which consists of sanitary pads, bath soaps, toiletries to these underprivileged women, you also share your story of perseverance with them, right?
Yes. I share my story because during that time, I was also studying. Yeah. Whilst, even though I did not graduate at that time, but what I always share to women is that we are not really identified by the stories or the pain that we're going through, and we can pull ourselves out of the pain. So I always motivate them as well, besides just giving them the toiletry bag, the dignity bag, to say, regardless, we can still pursue our dreams.
I love this. You know, I love that you saw a need right in front of you, and you chose to act and do something about it. So far, you've reached 110 women. What have been some of the challenges that you've met along the way?
It's mainly to get sponsorship, because some of the big companies that I would really love to have partnership with, the response will be they already have sponsorship. Currently, we're getting from friends, from family, and so it's mainly sponsorship.
You make me want to cry. I love it. Moms just never stop going, hey? Always there alongside their babies, making sure that they are okay, even sometimes at their own expense.
Yes.
How can people support you today?
Well, if people can donate just one sanitary pad, I think there is a mom out there who really stands at Pick and Pay. Look at that sanitary pad, the bread. They leave the sanitary pad, which is something that we need every month. But for them, it is a matter of, do I buy bread, milk, or this? So if people can donate, we are on Facebook. We have our own website, Milani Foundation of Hope. And my contact details and everything else is there.
Amazing. Well, I'm chatting to Neliswa Gaji, who is the founder of the Milani Foundation of Hope. Of course, needing your support that they can give dignity back to the moms who are sitting with their young children, who are going through, different diseases or are suffering from disabilities and who cannot afford to buy the things that we oftentimes take for granted. Neliswa, thank you so much for joining us. I certainly hope that you get the help that you need with this regard.
I hope so too.
Awesome stuff. Oh, it's so wonderful to have Neliswa here. Of course, we are continuing to celebrate Women's Month, and we've got two incredible women in our kitchen as we continue with the Culinary Hotline.